Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe. Welcome to 60andMe. If you're here for the first time, we are a community of women who are aging beautifully and making the most of this incredible time in our lives. Hope that you're doing well. Now I'm having my morning cup of tea today. I've got my curcuma, which I love, turmeric tea. It's really good for you, or at least it's good for me. I hope you've got a tea or a coffee, something to sit back and relax. We're going to talk about something today I think you will be interested in. It's going to be 8 things that you can give up if you're trying to lose some weight. 8 things, and you just don't have to spend very much money to do this. No dieting. First of all, I want to mention our sponsor for today's show is International Living. International Living is a company who specialize in giving advice about retiring abroad. If you've got any interest in retiring to Central America, South America, Asia, or Europe, they've got some wonderful ideas. They do research and offer those reports free of charge. You can go up to their website, internationalliving.com/60andme, and just send them your email address, and they will send a link to one of their wonderful reports to help you make a good decision about retiring overseas. So thanks to International Living. Now, the topic of weight loss. Many women over 60 are trying to lose a little bit of weight. It's the hormones that kick in. It's hard to, the lack of so much activity perhaps. But, basically we want to stay fit. Not so much to look great anymore, but although that's part of it, we want to feel and look wonderful on the outside like we do on the inside. But we also want to stay healthy. So we know that diets don't work. We know that we get the commercials on television endlessly with products and ideas, but I've just got 8 really simple things that you can give away, throw away, that will help you to lose some weight in your 60s as you get a little older. Now, the solution overall is to go back to the basics and actually take one step at a time. You're not going to do this overnight. You're not going to lose 30 pounds in a week. You've got to just take it one day, one step at a time. And that's kind of the first guideline. And the most powerful thing that you can do is not to buy something or to give up some food. It's actually to change your environment. Change the place that you live, the things that you surround yourself with. And these may seem like fairly straightforward things, but they will make a difference. First thing is put away your car keys. If you can, throw them away. Get a bike, use the bus, do something. Now, I know some women live in areas where you actually have to have a car, and I respect that. But if you can throw away the keys some of the time and walk, run, bike, bus, train, it will really make all the difference in the world. And the other thing is, when you're shopping, if you do have to take your car, go park far at the other end of the car park. I know these big Target shops, if you're in the States, are huge. You can walk like half a mile. But, of course, do it during the day when it's safe. And buy yourself a nice carrier bag, like something like a shopping bag. But do something with those keys. Don't depend on your car so much. Move more. Another thing, this is a really good one. I don't have it with me, but abandon big plates. Just use small plates. I've got a really beautiful plate. It's about that big, and it's like a dessert plate that I use it for my main meals. And I bought it at a charity shop. It was like 2 francs, very, very inexpensive, and it's beautiful. It's one of a kind. And every time, honestly, I've got other plates, but I always pull that one out and eat off of a small plate. You'd be surprised how, we are kind of conditioned to finish all of our food. It's almost like something that we were raised with. But one trick is to lose a lot of weight is to just eat on a smaller plate. Eat less. Another thing, toss the TV. Well, not literally, but also your computer. So many things that keep us now sitting in one place. I bet right now you're sitting. I'm sitting. We sit, we watch TV, we watch our computers, we read, we relax. And I think one thing we could do is just, get rid of that a bit. I don't have a television now. I do have a computer, and I do watch things on my computer. But it's just that psychology of not having a TV to sit down and watch 7-8 hours a day, which I don't even know what the average is now, but it's a lot. So that's one thing. Toss the TV. Another thing is to hide your heeled shoes, your high-heeled shoes. Just put them away for a bit, because the best ones to buy are walking shoes. Just buy yourself a great pair of walking shoes, and I've been trying Easy Spirit shoes. They're great, just lightweight. You feel like you're floating on them, and they're super good for walking and just staying, balanced. just go, the heels are wonderful for the dinner party, or if you still wear them to go out for, for a special event. But the most thing is put a priority on being active. That's the third thing. Another thing, when you're shopping, don't go for those 2-for-1 sales. How tempting is that? 2 big boxes of cookies for the price of 1, or 2, sort of cakes, lemon cake and a chocolate cake for the price of 1. It's so suggestive. And don't forget, the reason people do this is, for you to buy food, buy more. And they can afford, the margin, and you gain the calories. So don't be tempted, in my opinion. These are all my ideas, by the way. I'm not lecturing. I have as much trouble as you guys do with weight as anyone. So I'm not judging. I'm just saying, hey, this is an idea. Scrap the 2-for-1 deals. Buy, like 1 really nice box of chocolates, or one bag of cookies, and eat them nicely, gently, one at a time, with a cup of coffee or tea. But that's another thing. Scrap the 2-for-1s. Focus on being active. Another thing is to not throw away, but just put aside the baggy pants. We actually all get up and put our leggings on, or our baggy pants, and that's kind of, we feel so comfortable, we can breathe. And, we forget that actually that's hiding a lot of the reminder to ourselves that we need to stand straighter, that we need to maybe put, clothes on that are a little bit more flattering. And, it's kind of a up and down with me, because I know people love their jeans. They love being comfortable, but in a way, comfort is one thing, but good body image and good body composition, the extra body fat and so on, it will help you to grow your confidence and make you feel a lot more likely to eat well. Eat those salads instead of, the overly dairy products or things that are going to add calories. So that's another thing. Is just get a fitted jacket, something that comes to your waist that reminds you look good in something that's a little fitted, and it's okay to want to lose a couple of pounds in order to fit into that fitted skirt. So that's another idea. Another thing, okay, this is me, ditch the snacks. Just ditch the snacks. I always do this. I sit down at night with a little bag of, or a little crackers and cheese and a cup of tea after I've had my dinner. I've already eaten, but I do it, and so do you. And sometimes I'll take a snack in my purse when I go out shopping, and I nibble on the bus. I mean, I'm not kidding. I do these exact same things that you do, and I have to remind myself now and again. Don't let those snacks into your house. Throw them away. Leave them out. Another thing, I think this is number 7, is don't be tempted to eat out too much. I know it's lovely. It's, a cup of coffee. You don't need the croissant with the coffee. You don't need the piece of cake in the afternoon tea. Just if you want to go out with friends to the cafe or to the restaurant, that's great. Do that. But you tend to find a lot of hidden ingredients, salt, sugar. That's the beauty of eating out. You're not cooking. You don't know what goes in it. But if you eat at home, and you could then share with a friend, or, just enjoy your homemade taste, you know what you put in. How much salt, how much sugar. It's really, really important. So I think, I hope that that's been kind of enough to give you some ideas, things to throw away. And obviously, not sometimes the literal sense, like your TV or your car, but just reminders of how you can watch your weight and lose a little bit, now and again, when you're just paying attention to your environment, the things that surround you. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for listening to this conversation, and I'm inspired by you, because you leave me comments all the time, things that you're doing that make your life more meaningful and happy. So please leave it in the section below. What do you think? Have you tried any of these tips that I've given you for losing weight? I think that's a really good idea. And I also wanted to remind you to motivate yourself. Do things that motivate you every single day to make you feel good about who you are. And I wanted to remind you about our cards, our inspirational cards. We've just gotten them back in stock now. They're super cards there's one in here about keep moving and, just reinvent yourself by changing your environment. We put a lot of heart and soul into this product, so I hope that if you haven't seen it already, you check it out. It's one of the few things that we offer for sale on 60andMe. Everything else is free, and please know that we're doing it because we care. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Do think something good for yourself today. Maybe try throwing one of those things away and leave a note about what you might have tried in your weight loss journey. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye for now.